What is going on, Twintendo Nation? I hope you're having an awesome day, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 Pokemon that need a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now I thought it would be quite boring if it was just my opinion, so I decided to make a very Yorkshire Pokemon video by asking my good buddy FeintAttacks to help me. So Feint, take it away.
What's going on, guys? My name is FeintAttacks, and today I'm here to be helping out my good friend Twintendo with this list. Now please remember that it is all our own opinions, so feel free to go ahead and leave yours down below in the comments section. It would be greatly appreciated. But be sure to go ahead and come over to my channel, as me and Twintendo did do a top 10 Pokemon that do not need a Mega Evolution over there. So be sure, after you've seen this video, go ahead over to my channel and click that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this list. So kicking off this list at number 10 is my favourite Pokemon from the Sinnoh region, which has to be Weavile. Now, this Pokemon is absolutely incredible, whether it's its online compatibility, going into Wi-Fi battles, or straight using this guy in Pokken. He's an absolute monster in his design, as well as in-game, he's an absolute beast, and I would love for a Mega Evolution to happen for this guy, considering he's been one of those Pokemon that got introduced with the new batch of Pokemon in the 4th generation games. I just feel like he's got a lot more potential rather than just standing on his own 2 feet, which of course he can do that, but to see a Mega Evolution for this Pokemon would be so brutal. I think it'd make it look absolutely amazing, and the artwork they could do for it would absolutely just like put him back up on top tier level as he already is, but even make him higher, sitting there as royalty. I think he's honestly a great Pokemon, so I do think they should make him a Mega Evolution, so I decided to put this guy up at number 10.
Coming in at number 9 is one of my favourite Generation 1 Pokemon, Farfetchd. It has a great design and is just a very memorable Pokemon for me. Unfortunately, its stats for a fully evolved Pokemon are awful. It has nothing going for it and should have received an evolution in Generation 4 when everything else seemed to get one. Now that Mega Evolutions are available for weaker Pokemon, it should be Farfetch'd's turn to shine. So come on, Game Freak, give one of your originals a fair chance.
Coming down to the number 8 spot on this list, we have one of my favourite Pokemon from the 3rd generation of the Pokemon games. It is Wallren, an absolute beast of a Pokemon. I think his design is absolutely incredible. I just love the fact of having this guy on my team. Each time I've played through any of the Hoenn games and I've run into this guy as a field, I've had to automatically capture this guy. And every time I run into this guy from a randomizer, I get absolutely excited to hell. He's one of my favourite Pokemon, like I said, from the Hoenn region. I think his design is absolutely perfect. If they give him a Mega Evolution, I'd expect him to be standing a lot more taller. I'd want to feel it, but they could do so much with this guy. Like, they could make him look so much bigger and more aggressive, and I think it would seriously be a nice touch to Wallren's design. So if they are to happen in Pokemon Sun and Moon, I definitely do think Wallren should get some more spotlight and put him up at number 8 on this list, definitely with a Mega Evolution.
Next up at number 7 is Milotic. Now Milotic is one of those Pokemon I'm still having nightmares over after never being able to obtain it to complete my regional decks in the original Ruby and Sapphire. Many people thought Milotic was a certainty to get a Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. After all, it was extremely difficult to obtain in the old games, and it was the signature Pokemon of the last gym leader, Wallace. But alas, Milotic is still the same, a decent Pokemon, but nothing special. However, with its popularity and rareness, it deserves to be that bit extra special, and that's why it takes a spot on this list.
Coming to the number 6 spot on this list, we have one of my, again, favourite Pokemon from the Johto region, and this has to be Crobat. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. I've never had a Crobat, ever in my life. I've never had a Crobat, but I've always loved the guy so much. He's been such a great Pokemon to go against in like competitive battling, and I think his design is literally one of the best. He looks so amazing, and I'm going to be honest, I really do love his shiny. Even though it's like a bright pink, I absolutely love the guy, and I think he looks absolutely brilliant. So a Mega Evolution for this Pokemon would really put him back up in the top tier list, as I said before with like Weavile. I think he's a great Pokemon and definitely does need a little bit of I want to say shine back into him, because he definitely is a great Pokemon. He's got good potential. He can stand on his own 2 feet, like I said, but a Mega Evolution for this Pokemon, I think it would bring him some love back, because a lot of people would love that. So at number 6, I decided I had to go up and put Crobat at this list.
Coming in at number 5, we have the OG dragon known as Dragonite. Now Dragonite has always been a good Pokemon in competitive plays, and additionally it was the first ever pseudo legendary. However, out of the 7 pseudo legendaries available in X and Y, 4 of them now have Mega Evolutions, such as Garchomp, Tyranitar, Salamence and Metagross. Now, it doesn't make much sense to leave out Dragonite when it's arguably as good as the other Pokemon. Furthermore, the introduction of fairy types have made Dragonites a little less useful, so it would be great to see a Mega Evolution for it. That's why Dragonite takes number 5 on our list.
Coming down to the number 4 spot on this list, we have Rampardos. And now, again, I say, why has this not happened already? He has to be my favourite fossil Pokemon. Evolving from a Cranidos into a Rampardos is one of absolutely the most brutalist fossils out there. He looks absolutely incredible. I love his designs just because I'm like a big fan of like dinosaurs and stuff like that. I think he would absolutely fit like into the good category as like a Tyrantrum. I think his design and Tyrantrum's design kind of equal, even though Tyrantrum does look more something like a prehistoric one. I think Rampardos really needs a Mega Evolution just to put him above, I want to say, Tyrantrum. I really do feel like Rampardos needs a shot at becoming a lot better than this guy. His design looks absolutely incredible. I love the spikes coming off his body, and I would love to see a Mega Evolution happen for this Pokemon. So hopefully, Pokemon Sun and Moon, it can happen, but I definitely wanted to put Rampardos on this list.
Next up on our list is Zoroark. Now, when Zoroark was first announced, it was hyped up to be the next Lucario. However, it's never really lived up to that. It's a very fragile Pokemon that relies on its gimmicky ability, Illusion. However, Zoroark has a very decent move pool, so if it were given a Mega Evolution, it would actually be able to put up a fight. Also, if Lucario can have a Mega Evolution, then so can Zoroark. I'd love to see a battle between Mega Zoroark and Mega Lucario in Pokemon Sun and Moon, so Game Freak, make this happen.
Coming down to the number 2 spot on this list, definitely had to put Litigant up there. I think she's absolutely amazing of a Pokemon. I just love her design so much. I think it's because I'm a fan of anime stuff. I get it, weeb. We're going to put a lot of things into this like as references like when it comes to anime, because I just absolutely love this Pokemon so much. He's definitely on the top tier as one of my favourite top 3 Pokemon. So I really want to see a Mega Evolution happen for this. I think the design, what they could do with the design makes it absolutely incredible. Like they could make it a little bit taller, more petals coming off of it. I think it would look absolutely incredible, and a lot of people would recognize that love back for Litigant. I don't see it as much, but I know definitely if Umbreon wasn't my mascot for my channel, I definitely would have put Litigant up there. I think she's absolutely perfect of a Pokemon, so I definitely had to put her on this list up at number 2.
Coming in at our number 1 spot is Flygon. You guys probably saw this one coming. I'm a massive Flygon fan, and Flygon is a very popular Pokemon that struggles to find an identity in a very competitive type. It's not a bad competitive Pokemon, but having a 4 times weakness to Ice does not help one bit. Many fans were crying out for a Flygon Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and so was I, and I'm sure Game Freak wanted it too, but unfortunately Ken Sugimori, the designer for the Pokemon games, couldn't come up with a new art design. So it's been 2 years since the development of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came to an end, so I hope in that time we have ourselves a Mega Flygon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. But anyway guys, those are our top 10 Pokemon we want to get a Mega Evolution in Pokemon Sun and Moon. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also let us know if you agree with any of the decisions we made in this list. And make sure to check out the other video we did on FeintAttacks channel, which is the top 10 Pokemon we don't want to get a Mega Evolution. That's going to be on screen or in the description, definitely check it out. But anyway, that's it for today. If you did enjoy the video, definitely drop a like, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button to join the Twintendo Nation. Anyway guys, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next video. Peace!